and for some reason the charts change.
Little trade another day.
And tomorrow, I'm the biggest bear out there. So be it.
You win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day. Live to make another play. You win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day. Live to make another play. Live to trade another day. Live to trade another day. Live to make another play. Win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day. Live to make another play. Scared money don't make no money. 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 You win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day. Live to make another play. Is it the bottom yet? I'm trying to buy out everything. Not gonna get upset. Just pull the trigger, let it bang. When I see a trade, I'm hopping in like a Uber to secure my future. Up early just like a rooster. Eyes glued to the computer, looking for a bag or two. Market cipher on the screen, compliments of trading view. Now I know what I'ma do. Buy low and sell high. Even if you try and fail, at least you didn't fail to try. I don't wanna be the type of guy that let fear win. I'm the one that dive in head first and bust my chin. I know FOMO is a no-no, but I still get it in. Now I can't predict the future, but I know I'm bound to win. Later or sooner, I'll be the big kahuna. Cause I got big kahunas. I was not scared to get money, I took me some chances and now I'm the big kahuna. And if you scared, might as well get neuter. I'ma keep chasing my dreams. Wake up and mansion so big, I need a segue to get from wing to wing. Scared money don't make no money. 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 You win some, you lose some, but you live to trade another day. Live to make another play. Scared money don't make no money. Scared money don't make no money. Scared money don't make no money. Scared money don't make.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Dano Crypto. On this channel, we show you guys how to make simple, effective, and easy moves in the cryptocurrency ecosystems. Happy Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday. I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you've had a good morning so far. Good morning, GM, everyone. Make sure when you come in here, you are doing the housekeeping. The only thing I ask is that you guys share this live stream with a friend. Share it with your grandma, your meemaw, your unk, your auntie. I don't care. Just share it with anyone you think needs to be investing in crypto and changing their life and getting a couple chuckles while we're at it. Also, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, ding the bell, and click all. So then whenever I go live, which is Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, you are going to be notified. And whenever I release content on short form stuff, long form stuff, maybe breaking down the whole ethos of the market and what's happening across the timeline in terms of these ecosystems, you want to be notified immediately. So make sure you click that bell and you can follow anything that I'm involved with. And also, if you want to just get anything that I'm doing across any of my creative endeavors, you want to go to danocrypto.com, because this is the thing that if any, courses or products or anything that I'm going to be involved with, I'm probably going to release it here first. And I always put little gems and little fun things on this website, like the Bitcoin trivia machine. I love messing around and, just building stuff myself and kind of giving my own spin and my own vibe on things. I'm sure you guys have noticed that already. And so first off, I want to point out that when you go to danocrypto.com, we actually have a Dano Crypto section, and we have Crypto Bubble, so you can get a quick update. And this is just a great way to just get kind of a pulse on the market and see what's going on. You can also go in here, if you didn't know, you can add, the 5-minute or the 15-minute. You can kind of, customize this how you want to. It's all up to you. And it actually works very well on the mobile device. So make sure when you are out in public, you guys are saying, hey, have you ever been to danocrypto.com? Yeah, go there. And then you can actually see the ticker Bitcoin, the people's Bitcoin, actually breaking out of the matrix and going to the moon. And So yeah, my friends, I hope you're doing well. And if you notice my picture, this is actually my background on my desktop. Is this picture I generated with AI like 2 years ago or something like that. And it was just for me to always have that representation that Bitcoin and crypto will eventually, you'll be able to stop bullets with the type of wealth that you can generate by just being bullish digital assets. And if you remember when Neo asked Morpheus, he said, "What do you mean? You mean I could dodge bullets?" And Morpheus says, "Neo, once you're ready, you won't have to." And so it's pretty cool. I like to have those reminders deep in the esoteric lore meanings of the Matrix and how we can actually break out of it. Because truly, what does power the Matrix and the global money machine is the Federal Reserve printing that fiat cash, the fiat machine, the wage slave machine built on debt and backed by nothing. We are creating our own system. We have our own system. And then someone gave the controversial, rebuttal of saying, well, the government and the suits now are in crypto, so now they own it. But it's just showing that no matter what, with this Ponzi scheme that is the Federal Reserve and the fiat money system, the only way that they could exit out of it, which I think is why Bitcoin was created in the first place, is because there is no other way out besides going into Bitcoin. And Bitcoin's been that digital representation of that exodus out of the traditional financial system. And then now all the stable coin minting, the legislation and the government right now, all this is leading into the dying of the old financial system, going into the new blockchain digital market economies. It's represented by the tokenized stocks, the RWAs. Oh man, you could just keep going down the list, going down the pipe. And what's interesting is with all this bullishness that I could just keep going down the list on of why you should be focusing on crypto, the interest over time for crypto since Trump, last year got in office and then going into the inauguration in the beginning of the year, it's just been on a downtrend. No one cares. No one cares, and there's a big reason for this. People are focused on just trying to get work. They're trying to keep their job. They're trying to pay their bills. They're trying to find extra work. They're trying to just find the capital to pay their just normal expenses. So it makes sense that retail's interest but also what's interesting, it's not just United States, it's worldwide. This is worldwide. This isn't just United States. This is worldwide interest, 12 months crypto. And so Bitcoin is the blue line, crypto search is the green line. So we use Bitcoin, Dogecoin, crypto, altcoins. And I mean, the only thing that really kind of started to even kind of spike even just a little bit in terms of the other ones was Dogecoin, got a little bit of search action. And then you can see up here during 2024, it was interesting. Doge actually had a nice spike along with Bitcoin, surpassing even the search term crypto or Pepe. Pepe started to get some traction. You could see Pepe got a spike here in May of this year. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Aussie, it's so good. And thanks for being here, Aussie. Shout out to all the Aussies. I realize I do have a few Australians. That watch this channel. So shout out to the Aussies. And, every Australian person that I've met has been super, super nice. So shout out to the Aussies. Shout out to the Aussies out there. He said the only thing left is have the only thing the left have left. I was like trying to say that. The left thing to have left is the left foot, left foot, left foot. Trump looked bad for crypto. Yeah, but what's really interesting is that, regardless of the Democrats or the left, they also rely on the markets to do well also. Like they have stake in the market too. They have stake in some of this, and so it wouldn't make any sense for them to want the whole market to implode. I don't see how that would benefit them at all unless they're shorting it. But just right now, we're in a upward trend of liquidity and in a bull market in traditional stocks and in the markets, but then also in crypto, because we're basically all trying to get in before interest rates continue to get cut, because we don't want to be buying into the tops of the rally. We want to be buying at the beginnings of the next leg up. Like that's what institutions are doing right now. Retail's not doing that. If you're smart, you're doing this. You're just dollar cost averaging. You just don't care. Like if you're just on autopilot and you're buying right now, that is probably the best thing you can do right now. And just know that you personally, if you're buying right now, you are front running 95% of retail. You have to think about it that way, because there's no like retail mind share of like, yeah, I really got to start doubling down on digital assets. I ask people off the cuff all the time, hey, do you have a digital wallet? Like a MetaMask or like a Phantom? Like, do you have anything like that? And most people say no. They're like, I don't know what you're talking about. They might know what Coinbase is. Maybe they had it. Maybe they set up a Coinbase or something. But other than that, it's like, it's still pretty like ghost town in terms of that type of adoption. But here's the thing. People are going to eventually just they're going to have to onboard in crypto, because their banks are going to do it. Like, I have this theory that Bank of America, JP Morgan, Chase, all these banks that open up new branches. I mean, look, why are these banks opening up new branches when they know they're about to get taken over by crypto? Why do you think that is? Is because they're going to make themselves, for boomers and all of the different age groups that are going to, just, let's be honest, and I'm not aging people, because there's people that are in crypto that are from all ages, but there is a big portion of, say, the United States that they don't know the terminology, they're not following it like that, and that's like the blue collar person that still watches cable TV every day. So those people that are going to get the Coinbase ads or whatever ads on, there's going to be people that are just, they have a different type of view on these things. They just have a different type of perception. And it's not an age thing, but it's just, if they didn't evolve with the tech in the evolution of how the markets have been working, then they're still in Bank of America. They use online banking. They maybe took that step to go into online banking, but then they've just kind of used whatever's just like, okay, I'm just going to use that. But what if all these people end up directly and indirectly, without really even knowing, start to use crypto, because that's just like what the banks are, that's just what they're going to do. The rails are going to be on crypto. The stable coin is just going to be like in the wallet, and you're going to be spending it, because that's just, it's just thick shit's going to be ratioed pretty much like that. And soon, probably sooner than later. And you're going to be able to spend Bitcoin and whatever else inside of your Bank of America app. It's coming. I'm telling you, it's coming. And so we're all thinking that like retail is going to decide to come in, but they're going to be just in. It's just like social media and profile and Facebook and stuff and all this. Like, it's almost like the way that they onboarded everyone into the internet of social media, it was like perfect setup. So this is going to be something that all the banks and financial institutions will eventually offer all of those crypto services, because they want a piece of the pie. They're going to, like, think about it. Think about how many overdraft fees you probably paid over the years by only like missing 50 cents of what, like, you got a bunch of bills taken out of your account, and maybe your account just got swiped for the day, and then you were short 25 cents and they charged you $40 for it. And you were like, what the, like, how, I bet that's probably happened to you a few times. But imagine that times thousands of overdraft fees, all the different fees that they get for interest for loaning out, lending out your money that you put in the bank, because they're able, if you didn't know this, banks can lend out 100% of all the cash that you give them. There were no restrictions like this on banks. They're just like, they get all your money, you take your money and you put it in the bank, and they're allowed to lend it out at an interest rate, and you don't get paid for it. That's what? So this is why crypto is so interesting, because then you could actually turn all your funds into a bank and you can lend out your money, and then you then actually do get paid for it, because that's DeFi. Do you see where I'm going with this? That's why when I really started to learn, it's like, man, okay, that's what crypto really is all about. And come on, guys, the big boys are coming. They're coming in, and they're gonna do it through just the modalities of people using, online banking, the apps. They're just gonna incorporate it, and I'm just curious to see how they're gonna do it. But that's how we're gonna actually get retail in. It's not gonna be through FOMO, probably, of people jumping to buy Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to look too expensive for retail, by the way. Bitcoin is going to look too expensive. It's going to look, I don't know. I feel like retail is just going to think, man, Bitcoin, I remember when it was blah, blah, blah. Oh my gosh, it's at 200,000 now. Oh my God. And then they're going to probably go into some meme coins. That's why I do still have such a strong thesis for meme coins like Pepe or Dogecoin or anything that looks cheaper than Bitcoin. Retail, if they are going to buy or have any cash left over from spending $1,000 or more on groceries for the month, and over $2,000 for rent, the average income for someone monthly working even in a salary job, or if you're contracting, is between $3,000 to $4,000 a month. Okay, now that used to be able to get you pretty far. It used to be able to get you pretty far. You actually used to be able to buy it. You could support a whole household with that. Now, that's not the case. You basically now, if you make between $3,000 and $4,000 a month, your rent is like $2,200 a month. Your groceries are $1,000. You just ate up your whole entire monthly income just from rent and grocery bill alone. And that's not counting your insurance, car, gas, cell phone bill, internet bill, everything else. Oh my gosh. So the average expenses now are like $4,000 or more a month, and that is outrageous. No wonder people are suffering in that type of way, to where they're having to get 3 jobs, extra side hustle stuff. This is why it really is important to start to figure out how to learn how to trade, how to learn crypto, how to learn how just to invest, because that's not looking too good in terms of the ratio of what people really are actually earning as to what the expenses are. It's pretty freaking crazy. Yeah, that whole the guy going out and with the suit on and earning an income for his family, white picket fence, wife stays home with the kids. That it's totally different. We're not set up with the same type of, but the difference though is we have more information, and we have access to information quicker, faster. So then we have to, on the other side of this, when I talk about the gaps of like quality of life of, compared to what it used to be in terms of what your dollar could buy you, it's changed. It's changed dramatically. It's not the same. And what pisses me off is something that my wife showed me yesterday. She showed me a house that was for sale in the neighborhood that we used to live in. We noticed that the person had sold it for about $225,000. They probably short sold it because that was pretty good. You know, they short sold it because there are a lot of other houses that were selling for a lot higher than that, around in the 300,000. So they just needed to sell it. They only just sold it 3 months ago. And the people that bought it, these asshats, are trying to flip it for $430,000 from $220,000. They're trying to freaking, like, what? And all they did was paint it. All they did was paint it. And these fools are trying to sell it and flip it for $420,000. I about drove over to try to find these people. I'm going to call them actually and be like, what is your problem? You are the reason that the market is the way that it is, because you're just, it's insane. It's insane. It's like the boomers who bought their house for $20K and now they want to try and sell it for $500,000, and then they're just like in the Bahamas. They're like, while we're over here just getting crushed. I'm like, these people are insane. I'm like, what the hell? They're trying to flip this thing like a freaking Solana meme coin. I was like, yo, that, no. I have no room for that in my town. You're not going to screw up my town's freaking rate. Like, I want them, honestly, and a lot of the times I don't like to wish that people get crushed, but I just, like, I hope they lose money. I want them to lose money, because that is outrageous that they could buy that damn thing and then in 2 months just paint it and probably like spit shine it and then try and extract out $250 to some sorry, like, unsuspecting person, probably a family, a young family, being like, oh, we got a really great deal on this house. All the while, the roof is about to cave in the next 5 months that they're in it. They got about $100,000 of repairs that's probably going to happen right up under their freaking nose. And these suckers walk out like a bandit. I want to find these people. Oh, I want to find these people, and I want to be like, ooh. I want to find people that are like that. Like, how do you sleep at night? Sorry. Obviously this makes me mad. There's no scammier market than the real estate market. The real estate market is the biggest freaking scam out of everything. I would say it's probably the biggest scam than the whole Ponzi scheme of the federal's monetary system itself. Because think about it. The biggest expense is your freaking rent. It's your rent and your mortgage. It's how you freaking put a roof over your head. And they have a stronghold on this thing by these real estate investment hedge fund companies that go in and buy properties and destroy the little guy. I'm about over it. I want the whole thing to crash and burn. I want the housing market to go. I want it to, because it's insane what is happening. It pisses me off because it's literally what the most expensive thing that you have to spend in the month is your freaking rent and your mortgage, and it's out of control. It's out of control. And I think it will, honestly. Satoshi Nakamoto, I think it will crash, and I want it to so bad because I'm tired of it. I'm sick and tired of these companies coming in like the BlackRocks and the whoever is behind freaking Redfin and Zillow. They were probably buying houses off record and all this stuff. Like, Done. I'm so over it. It literally destroys people and just doesn't even value the houses at what their true value is. And it's all based on trying to make a profit on your house as it like for it to be an asset. It's like, no. It's like, it's so ridiculous. Provide affordable housing and cap shit so people cannot get manipulated. That's what we need in this freaking country. If I would rally and lobby for anything, I'd be like, I am tired of this real estate market extracting from people, and it's we have to have places to live. We need places to live. And it needs to be affordable. It's bullshit. Sorry. I get so heated with this stuff because it drives me insane. Because it's the biggest cost. And the only way you can battle it is by working your ass off and trying to make more money. So then you can combat that. And then once you really finally break out of it and you can break through the matrix and make enough to just be like, I'm putting cash down, then you don't have to deal with it. Anyway, let's get to the freaking news, my friends. Let's get to the news. So, as you can see, I did not eat enough, and I've just had coffee. All right. Topic today is about decentralized perps and decentralized trading. Now, if you remember on this channel and on this live stream, we've actually talked about decentralized perp trading a lot because we've talked about Jupiter. If you know Jupiter, they've had perps on their platform for a long time, as well as being able to do your spot and buy and do all the things that what the Jupiter ecosystem and that application offers in the Solana ecosystem. But we've also covered Apex, which we actually used in the past a long time ago. And we actually went back into the platform to test it out, and we actually really liked it. And funny enough, it's funny how these things work, because I actually was liking them, and then they contacted me and they said, "Hey, we'd like to see how we can collaborate." And I was like, "Yo, that's cool." So I've actually been talking about the decentralized perpetual trading for a while, and I think because of the nature of Aster right now being the Binance option and competition and response to Hyperliquid success, and also Solana's success in DEX volume, basically Solana and Hyperliquid and all this, they were just taking over decentralized DEX volume. And so now Binance, with direct kind of backing by CZ, Aster hits a fresh all-time high. And this thing has just been pushing. And I think because of the direct, basically direct investment as well, and backing by CZ, Aster is now just, it's getting a lot of traction. I haven't used it yet. This is the platform. So it's asterdex.com. I got the main website. I just went to Aster on CoinMarketCap, so then I can just make sure, like, okay, here's the website, make sure that's the official website. That's usually how I try and get the official website, and then or go to the official Twitter, because it's real easy to end up clicking the wrong link or if you try and Google search it. Sometimes Google search or DuckDuckGo or whatever search engine you're using will literally promote you a scam website, because for some reason, maybe their ads, it popped up, and then you get linked to a fake DEX website. So make sure you're checking your links when you're clicking around stuff, because you're going to be connecting your wallet to it or whatever you're going to be doing. So you just gotta make sure you are protected. But yeah, so we're very curious about this, and here's the Aster news. So Aster has done the flipping. So this is what people have been talking about, flipping Hyperliquid in daily perp volume for the first time ever. But look who's on the list. What was I just talking about? Apex. So if you guys know, Apex is the decentralized option and foot of Bybit. Bybit is the second largest exchange in terms of trading volume in the world. So I bet your butt that Bybit's probably going to end up starting to mass push Apex for people to recognize and say, hey, we've had this the whole time and we're adding options, we're adding all the stuff, we're adding AI features, blah, 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 blah. And then you can see, look, we mentioned Jupiter. Jupiter's always had that option, but look at Hyperliquid and Aster. So Aster in the past 24 hours, and you got to think about the manipulation and the takeover and the market share of Binance in terms of trading volume across all markets. I read something that's probably true, and if you just probably got to do a little bit more research, don't take my word for it, do your own research. Binance equates to 60% of the trading volume across all of crypto. 60%. They also control a lot of supply for certain altcoins and big coins like Solana. Why do you think Solana has had a hard time breaking into all-time highs, and then Binance, just so happens to just be breaking all-time highs, going up to $1,000? Okay? There's a reason for that. It's because Solana, along with Hyperliquid and with Jupiter, is a direct competition to Aster now and Binance. That's just the game. It's just their dirty game. They're not gonna be like, yeah, like you guys should go use Jupiter and go use all this stuff. They're going to try and crush them. And so, but you got to remember, Bybit though has a lot of money as well. They have a lot of, backing and stuff like that. Solana has the users, but also Bybit does have the users as well. It does have a community. The BNB community, I would say, is strong as well. But let's just be honest. It's mainly Binance has the freaking dough in the background and all that. Like I said, the 60% market share to be able to freaking pump stuff like this. That's kind of what I'm seeing here is the rotation and now volume starting to kind of go here. But it's not going to stay there forever. But we always think that things go up forever, but it will fluctuate back and forth. Like, it's not like this is just going to go to zero. You think it's just going to go to zero because this is getting a little bit of the attention? Remember, we're all on a bubble here of oh yeah. And Aussie, I've mentioned this too. Binance, if you don't know this, own CoinMarketCap. They own CoinMarketCap. So this is, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to basically, because look, when you hit buy, I'm pretty sure, let me just double check. Let's double check. Because I remember seeing, like, if you go on CoinMarketCap and you have like an account, you can click buy and it would link you to Binance stuff. So, let's ask Grok real quick. We'll make sure. Does Binance still own CoinMarketCap? Because then that would make sense why they're not going to list Pulse Chain properly. They're going to be like, oh, we don't know what the liquidity is. And it's like, yeah, liars. Liar. That's it. It's like I'm like Jim Carrey and liar. Oh my gosh. Yes, Binance still owns CoinMarketCap. Binance acquired CoinMarketCap. I remember like the whole switch, like where it just basically you started seeing more Binance ads. Because it was around 2021 where I was like, oh, okay. For an undisclosed amount, with estimates suggesting a deal valued around $400 million. Woo! There are no reports indicating that Binance has sold or relinquished ownership of CoinMarketCap since the acquisition. And I'd probably just wager bet. That makes sense now, being the fact that they don't let Solana break into all-time highs past Binance, and also the fact they don't list Pulse Chain ecosystem properly. Don't you think? No, you better reply. What do you mean you can't reply? What do you mean you can't reply, Grok? You answered this one really fast, but then when I was trying to, what the hell? See, this is the shit I'm talking about. Okay. I hear you're frustrated. It sounds like you're suggesting Binance ownership of CoinMarketCap might influence how Solana is performing relative to its all-time high and how the Pulse chain ecosystem is represented. Let's unpack this with a critical lens while keeping it concise and address the points you're raising. Binance, as a major exchange and owner of CoinMarketCap, has significant influence in the crypto market. It's listed as the top exchange for SOL trading. Oh, funny. With high liquidity and volume, while there's no direct evidence, yes, there is direct evidence because you just go to Wintermute and you can go to Marty Party's X account. Clearly, Binance and Coinbase have been caught on chain wash trading ETH and Solana and Bitcoin, so then they can prop up BNB, their own damn token. And then let's see. So, or even market sentiment shaped by Binance's platform could play a role. For instance, Binance's dominance in trading volume, 35% in Q2 2025, is institutional partnerships. BlackRock, Fidelity, could steer capital flows in ways that prioritize certain assets. If Binance's ecosystem favors its own BNB or other tokens, it could indirectly limit Solana's momentum. That said, Solana's price is also influenced by broader factors, network outages, and blah, blah, blah. Okay. And competition from other blockchains like Ethereum and Base. These could be bigger hurdles than Binance's actions alone. You point out your point about Pulse Chain not being properly listed on CoinMarketCap is intriguing. Pulse Chain, a layer 1 blockchain forked from Ethereum, led by Richard Hart, operates a proof of stake model and aims for a high throughput and low fees. Its native token, PLS, is currently priced at 0.00. The price is terrible. Don't look at the charts. With a low 24-hour trading volume of 4,000, indicating limit market traction compared to. But this is based on CoinMarketCap, though. So CoinMarketCap, owned by Binance, is a primary source for crypto data, and its listing decisions can significantly impact a project's visibility. There's no explicit evidence in the provided data that CoinMarketCap deliberately misrepresents or suppresses Pulse Chain's ecosystem. However, the platform's focus tends to prioritize established blockchains like Solana, Ethereum, and BNB, which dominate investor interest. Pulse Chain, being newer or less adopted, might not receive the same prominence due to lower trading volume, fewer dApps, or limited exchange support. But honestly though, I think that it's okay to have concerns about Binance's ultimate control over a lot of the way that the market moves. You think about it, and I think there's a reason why the prices are moving the way that they are sometimes. It's because of, I think, stuff like this. 100%. They're able, if they're able to get away with it and play dirty, they're gonna do it. And they're not going to let the quote free market of crypto decentralization take over their money machine. That's not gonna happen. They will continue the money machine. So, but I've noticed that it really is true, that I think CoinMarketCap being the kind of de facto place for people and newbies and whoever, even just people that are like me, I've been using it and I've used other aggregators too, but this is kind of just the de facto one that a lot of people use. And I think it would be fair if they listed shit properly and not, and so they don't do it because of the obvious reasons I just pointed out. And it's pretty easy research and basic connecting the dots that, oh yeah, that makes total sense. They're not going look, it's the direct competition right up under. And look at Solana. Look, Solana was about to break all-time highs and break out. And BNB was absolutely not. We're going to break all-time highs first, and you guys are going to take a freaking back seat for a second. And we have the power to do so because we hold most of the Solana supply and we can dump it on your freaking head. So bad Solana, or a bad BNB, bad Binance. I want to slap your wrist, but you know what? It's whatever. I guess if anything, why don't you take all that money and actually buy our crypto and hold it and stop dumping it on our heads? How about that, Binance? How about that, CZ? Why don't you stop dumping stuff in your company on our heads and actually build crypto instead of scamming us, Binance? That's what I want. Everyone's always cheering about your stupid shit and you're dumping on our heads at the same time. Cut the crap and let's actually, play fair here for a little bit. At least for just a little bit. It's freaking ridiculous. It is ridiculous. So if you're wondering if I'm going to use Aster or buy the Aster token or anything like that, no, I'm not going to. I'll talk about it, but I'm not going to use it. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use Apex. Link in the description. Right here. If you care to use this one, it helps directly support the channel. And you can do so and support not using Binance and trying to be bullish on their scammy crap and use Apex. Use this. Right there. See, while everyone else will freaking blow smoke up CZ and Binance's booty holes, I'm not going to do that. I think I have more dignity than that. I have more dignity than that because I don't even do that with Pulse Chain. I'm just pointing out the freaking facts about Pulse Chain, that they're being gate kept for some freaking reason. And I just think that's like I want to focus on something like that for maybe even just a little bit and understand maybe why. I'm fascinated by that aspect where you can kind of start digging in. Oh, all right. So now let's cover some things that are kind of frustrating me a little bit. I don't want to come off that I'm just but I did drink a lot of coffee, so I got a lot of coffee energy right now, and some things don't add up and don't make sense. And so I was very excited to learn and see the post from Graham Halloween that ticker Bitcoin was listed on Coinbase. And then when I looked at my app and I was like, where it's not listed, I don't see it on Coinbase. Usually when they do new listing, you see it in the new listing section, like for instance, SPX 6900 and other, trash stuff, or, I'm not going to say SPX 6900 is trash, but I'm going to say they listed that and made a post. And then all these other memes that are like these base memes that they listed, like Keyboard Cat. What community is in Keyboard Cat? Like, an old video of a keyboard of a cat playing the keyboard, and they listed that, and we're like, we listed Keyboard Cat. Oh, isn't that great? All the while, there's multiple. It's not just ticker Bitcoin. There's other communities that have pretty solid community, and Coinbase just completely ignores that. And then I got to find out by Graham's post saying they listed it, but it wasn't an actual listing. It was a DEX listing. So now Coinbase has this feature now to where when you go on Coinbase, you can buy DEX coins, and it's not a Coinbase listing. You're just buying it like DEX, and they're just and you can like hold it in the DEX on Coinbase. I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's cool and all, but where's the, like, why can't you just, why, Coinbase, why can't you just buy the freaking coin from the liquidity pool that we're all buying from? Yeah, some of us buy on Base, I hold a little bit of ticker Bitcoin on Base, but what the hell? Buy it on the freaking Uniswap version 3 liquidity pool set up with ETH. What are you doing? And you do this with every other stupid coin. Why are you not doing it with the ticker Bitcoin? So I have legitimate questions. And why is it so hard? Why is it so easy for you to do all that other stuff, but you're not doing it with this? It's stupid. Your company, you need to do better, please. What the hell? But if anything, I'll give you this. When people type in Bitcoin now on Coinbase, ticker Bitcoin does pop up. And so if you can buy it like that, great. But do a real listing. Show us some respect. Show us some respect, Coinbase. Because I'm tired of like all of this other stuff just it gets its attention. And I'm like, why? Oh, because you probably, I don't want to go into it. But it's ridiculous. But I'm gonna be the Sproto soldier, I don't get paid to say shit. I don't get paid nothing about any coin. So, and even if I did, that's not going to make me talk any different. That's probably why no coin will ever pay me to say anything, because I might be too open and be like, what the hell's going on? So I that's just how it's going to be. So Coinbase, list the ticker Bitcoin like real. Don't do this DEX listing crap. Don't do that. No. Come on. I don't want to be. I'm not playing. We're not playing around. All right. Look at the volume of the Uniswap version 3 pool. All you guys got to do is just set the pool up or just buy the token. Coinbase, you need to just buy it, and this thing would be up in like volume, 24-hour volume in the millions. It really would. So let's go. Come on, Coinbase. Like you want to be a part of the culture in crypto, and you're not even listing the ticker Bitcoin. So it's like it doesn't make any sense. You want to list Keyboard Cat. Let's go to Keyboard Cat. See how much trading volume is on Keyboard Cat. If Keyboard Cat is getting 1 million freaking trading volume on Coinbase right now, tell you what. You can see it. It does frustrate me. Some of these crypto companies, man, Coinbase and Binance, especially. And I hope they're watching this live stream too, because I'm not the only one that feels like this. I'm not going to kiss the damn ring of Binance and Coinbase. I'm not going to kiss that ring. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree with me. We shouldn't be kissing any ring. We should have full faith in ourselves and have all the right to ask questions. I think people in crypto just jump from one thing to the next to one thing to the next. That's just like the next big thing, but then they don't even begin to think to ask questions of why it's even happening to begin with. I think COQ Inu is on OURBIT. So if you want, let's check it out on OURBIT. It is. Look at that. So if you, this is one of Ozzy's favorite coins. It's a AVAX meme coin. So if you're bullish on the AVAX ecosystem, this is kind of the flagship meme for AVAX. And then if you're wanting to know a trading DEX, I think the DEX on AVAX is Pangolin. See, I know my stuff. People, you know, sometimes I think I'm like, I'm a sham, I'm a fraud. I don't know anything about crypto. But I guess the best judge of things that if you know about crypto is if you've actually made money. But that would be a good judge as well. But you have to take massive hits and lose. You have to lose your portfolio maybe once or twice in crypto to really learn a thing or two. It's kind of like a prerequisite. Yeah, Pangolin on AVAX. Pangolin is a multi-chain decentralized crypto exchange, the DEX. Okay, so yeah, boom. All right, so yeah, that's what I remember because I was like, when I went into my AVAX section in my MetaMask, the Pangolin token was in there, and I was like, why the hell did I have that in there? And I remember when AVAX was getting some traction on memes, like COQ Inu, Pangolin was getting attention because it was where a lot of the trading was happening. So I have this feeling that, like, because of the nature of what Aster's doing with the Binance and stuff like that, like, I wonder if something like Pangolin might be kind of like we can think about like all the other things that could be under this. Like I mentioned, like Apex. Apex has a token too. They have a token. But then they also have their similar thing in decentralized perp. You can also buy spot, and they've just been adding all kinds of stuff. You can do staking, you get experience points. They have this Alpha Radar, which is their whole AI model, where it's just scoping everything that's happening in the markets and gives you a breakdown. That's probably where a lot of the volume could be coming. Here is going into the decentralized exchanges. So this one might be something that we can look at. But yeah, let's chart this. I mean, since it's been listed on OURBIT, I mean, it's kind of just been kind of going down. But this is the altcoin dump. Did really well leading up from November when the altcoin when we were just kind of crushing. We hit that top there. It's kind of struggling. It's kind of struggling. It's just kind of been going down ever since. With a lot of stuff has been doing that. So yeah, this one is just definitely a speculative hold. I would bet that when AVAX starts to break out and gets a lot of that altcoin season juice, this would probably follow suit. I'd bet I would say maybe because this is what I did. I was like, okay, if I'm going to be bullish AVAX, I was just going to pick two things. And I think that's what I did. I was like, I picked COQ Inu and Pangolin. So if I were to build up a bag of AVAX stuff, I would just be like, all right, AVAX, COQ Inu for the top meme, and then Pangolin for the DEX trading volume. It's up 10% today. Oh, nice. We got Lori in the house. We got Lori Cannon in the house. Let me give some shout outs. Thank you guys for coming in today. I appreciate it. Let's see. We had Trade Intuition in here. I know he's probably on his own stream though. We had Don Cabrera, Dylan VA, got Ericus Vecino, Ranchin. Hope you're enjoying that coffee. Satoshi Nakamoto, Ozzy, Lasers. We have Steve Hickey. Who else we have in here? Got Headband, King Louie. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to Lori. I appreciate you guys very much. And shout out to all the people that are watching on X. Rain Sand, shout out to Richard Hart for not blocking me. Yeah, I don't think, let me see if Richard Hart blocked me. I mean, I've been very nice. I've been like, hey, Richard, I would love to have you on the stream. I think it'd be cool. I mean, I know you'd probably school me on well, I'm still able to reply and like comment on his posts. So he hasn't, yeah, I guess he doesn't think I'm incredibly stupid and insufferable. But I think the whole thing that people have been giving Richard Hart a bad, they've been getting on him because he's just been lighting people up. He's like, gosh, you guys are so stupid. And then Ivan's like, man, it must be really bad to be a hexagon or a pulse chain person because you got the dev himself calling you stupid. And it's just like, man, if we would be down as bad as we are, man, it'd just be as down as bad as we are. Woo. And then to have the dev come out and light up the community, but yeah, so I didn't get blocked yet. But yeah, this is why I mentioned that thing with like directing, like DuckDuckGo is directing malware links for the Pulse Chain bridge, I guess, like, or for the Pulse Chain website. Like in general, it's just like when you search pulsechain.com, it promoted like this thing, which was like not the real bridge, like a fake bridge. And then he says, I see other fake bridges searching for Pulse Chain Bridge as well. There are server mechanisms to stop this kind of thing. Registrar, DNS, the engine itself, the host. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know why they're letting that stuff through. But that's why you have to be careful. You can't just like automatically assume that what you're clicking is the real thing. You want to really double check. Just super double check if you're going to be, you're going to be clicking on any type of bridge or just like bridging any crypto. Oh my gosh, Lori, don't do that. That makes your brain hurt. Watching The View? I hate to say it though, those ladies are so out of touch with reality. I'm sorry, but like I think like The View, when Barbara Walters, like, like she might have been the only kind of like maybe like lasting person that was on The View that like actually was smart, but like those ladies are just like mouthpieces of just like, I don't know. I just can't with those people. I don't even think they know what they believe. They definitely don't live in reality, that's for sure. The View, if you're watching it for comedic purposes, go right ahead. I mean, that's what me and my wife do with QVC. We'll put on QVC and we'll light them up. The QVC people, they're like, it is so bad. It is like, if you want to actually watch something funny is so funny without them trying to be funny, watch QVC and watch these people that they get on here. I don't know where they find these people, but man, me and my wife have actually thought about running a live stream commenting and doing commentary on the QVC live, but I think we probably would get like copyright or some kind of thing. But man, the people that they get on QVC and the way that they describe the stuff that they're selling is so funny. It is like they're trying to sell this like Walmart like blouse for $60 that you could go get from the Goodwill. And they're like, girl, when you put on this blouse, I'm telling you, everyone is going to be running to you and asking you, where did you get that blouse? And you're going to tell them, QVC, girl. And like, they get these people that are just like insufferable and atrocious. And you just want to like, you're like, how? And then they're selling like plastic containers that you could get from the Big Lots down the road for $60 for a set of 3, and they're like, you need this in your life, and it's so good. Please put on the QVC. You'll lose your mind. It is quality entertainment. It's like that's like the Comedy Central now. QVC live. I purposely didn't pull up any of the Bitcoin charts or like the ETH chart or anything like that because you guys know what's happening right now. This is where everyone is just going to be like saying it's over, blah blah blah, while it's literally like all the suits are like loading up and just like there's no other way you can signal it. Gold was breaking all-time high. I mean, geez, if gold's breaking out and you think crypto's done, I don't know what the heck to tell you. You know, but it is funny though. A neighbor of mine, he said, you know, you can correlate things all you want, and then sometimes it won't correlate, and then maybe it correlates for 10 years, and then something happens in news or whatever. And I said that is true, but there is something to be said though of the correlation between the gold breaking out and the dollar going down, and basically signaling for risk on for assets, because it's like if we don't, we're screwed. There's nothing else for us to do besides go into risk on assets because the dollar's toast. So I don't need to show you the Bitcoin chart. Okay, cool. It's 112,000. Great. Guess what? It's probably going to go to like 150 to 200K by the end of the year. It's just going to chop. Like I've said before, it's a staircase market. It's going to go stair. It's going to go up again. It's going to stair. It's going to go up again. It's going to stair. And this is kind of how it connects into the overarching stair that is happening across the daily market. If you're looking at the weekly, it's even better to look at it on the weekly, how this thing is staircasing. It's not going to be like massive breakouts and, you know, like it's going to be more so like weekly run, consolidation, weekly run, consolidate, weekly run. Sometimes the consolidation is a lot bigger in the first one, then it has a small dip, big dip, small dip, but each one equates to something like this. I would wager to bet that we would get something like this happening right here off the small dip. But I don't know where it's going to bottom out, but that's kind of my best case scenario. We just need to keep accumulating. Oh, the pump.fun. Yeah, we can look at pump.fun. Let's see what's happening on pump.fun. Let's see. We can pull up pump.tires too. Man, this thing keeps going all over the place. Okay. Pump.fun. I need to, did it log me in already? Oh, pump screener. Okay, let's see. They added something new. Track and discover coins in a trader-friendly view with detailed price moves, charts, and more. Filter coins by market cap and volatility. You can access it by clicking the list icon. You know what? That's cool. That's interesting because it's funny. Alon posted on X and said, guys, what features would you like to see for Pump Fun? And I said, you need to be able to filter the live streams by market cap, by maybe categorize it. You just need to have filters. Just have filter, because there's no filter on the live stream. And maybe I don't think there was a proper filter like this for the coins either. So now they added it. So let's see. Try it now. Pump screener. Let's see. So pump dot, and this is just like the board. Okay, so yeah, that looks a little better. You got featured, and then you can go into last traded. Okay, cool. So that's good. Now I wonder if when you go into live streams, if they did this, because they haven't filtered the live streams out yet. So I think that's what they need to do. But I don't know. Maybe there's a reason why they don't filter them, because then it just brings it's kind of random. It's just like a shuffle. It's almost like I don't know, I never used the websites that were like the chat roulette, it was like chat roulette. I never used chat roulette or any of those, because that's just like, you're just asking to get traumatized by the internet. I mean, you don't want the live internet on a reel. I don't know if you want that. Like that's just like you're opening up the Pandora's box can of worms. It's just a disaster. But this is kind of like what this is. It's almost like the chat roulette of crypto. It's like here's the you know the feed of the trench. It's the feed of the trench. But yeah, if we go to advanced, there's a advanced section here. Then you go to, let's see, you can go here and then, okay, let's see if we can go back to the main page. I don't know where that screener was. Where was that? Pump swap. I liked that view. Huh, where'd it go? Oh, is this it? Oh, that's just to get the bar. Okay. Oh, Lori, don't get the Aussie started. No, I would love to, like, it's like, honestly, like America is like, we as an example of to really be a neutral country would be like, I think we could really embody that. It's like, look, if you're friendly with the United States, you could come in, we're going to do trade. If you're not dumping drugs and illegal immigrants or criminals into the country, like we'll be friends with you, you know, if you're not being a piece of crap. Yeah, I think that would be fair for America to be like neutral with pretty much everyone. Like we all want to like incentivize like, you know, safety for you, safety for us. Hey, if we want to travel to your country, we'll make sure your citizens are protected if they travel here. And it's just like, that's how it should be. That's how it should be, because then it's like, it's kind of like your success is mutual success for us. And it's like, if you're going to do stupid stuff like try and have a nuclear weapon when your track record doesn't look very good, then you're probably not going to, the countries aren't going to want to really trade with you or play ball. And if they are trading with you, then they're just, you know, they're perpetuating whatever kind of crazy crap you're trying to do or plan. And that goes the same with America. I'd say the same thing. I'd be like, hey guys, like, you know, we don't have to, you know, but for America to survive and for us to not get freaking nuked or taken over, we have to survive, and we have to not get taken over from within, which is basically, if you want to know what the freaking deep state is, people always ask, well, what's the deep state? Everyone's always talking about the deep state. Like, that's what it is. The deep state is just whatever is going to want to try and break America from within and then take it over. I don't know exactly what, I bet it's a bunch of damn groups, and you know, it's like, who knows who's trying to get to it first, but it's definitely trying to happen. You got a bunch of psyops happening all at once. You know, you got a bunch of psyops happening all at once. You got all these celebrities coming out crying over Jimmy Kimmel. Like, the dude sucked. His ratings were terrible. He basically got fired. You gonna bring someone back who did a terrible job? That would be like, and look here, see, I can have accountability. And these freaking jokers don't. I can be honest with you. I had a job where I did well in aspects of the job, but there were other aspects of the job that I did terrible, and I wasn't good at it. I was new, and I wasn't very good at my organizational skills in terms of the job. I probably wasn't good at a lot of other stuff, but where it kind of like counted in certain aspects of me doing the job, I sucked at it. And I didn't get fired from this job, but I eventually quit the job. And I stepped away from it because not only was I already feeling like I needed to move on to something different, but I was like, I'm not going to sustain doing this because I know this is not what I'm really like. I'm not meant to do this. I'm good at the technical aspect and all of the stuff, and maybe the people aspect, but the other aspect I was terrible at. They're not gonna and they're not gonna bring me back. I'm not gonna like insert myself back in to go and try and do that because no. So Jimmy Kimmel, you asshole, you're inserting yourself into something where people didn't want you to begin with. And these celebrities psyoping us all to make us think that we all wanted you back is bullshit. Go on a live stream and see how many people show up. I've said this. Go on a live stream and show me how many people show up, Jimmy. And stop crying. It's such a psyop when I hear all of these Mark Ruffalo, whatever his name is, Mark Ruffalo, all the celebrities that always come out. And guess what? It's all the same celebrities that convinced you to go and get a freaking jab. And they got paid millions of dollars to do so. And now they're trying to tell you and psyop you again. I'm not falling for it. And we're not falling for it. We didn't forget about COVID and all the stupid crap that these celebrities tried to make us freaking feel bad that we sneezed in front of grandma. We got fired. We got silenced and censored and made to feel like we were idiots for even questioning anything at all. For a second. Immediately canceled. Nope. And lit up. Fired. Pressured. By Fauci and the freaking whole damn system and these stupid ass celebrities. We didn't forget about that. So now all this outrage about Jimmy Kimmel being an asshole, so out of touch and being a dick. You're outraged about that? Oh my God. What the hell are we talking about here? I don't care. Anyone that is falling for this, you need to reassess the psyop that you are under right now. Because if you just go back 4 years, we were getting lit up. Couldn't you? If you even got put your mask down, like people were getting thrown off of planes. Little kids were crying because they were getting freaking harassed because they didn't want to put masks on their kid. This is why we need crypto. This is why we need crypto. Because if we don't have crypto and we don't succeed in this, we are led by freaking idiots. That's what, like, when I see this stuff and I see all these people like complaining about these stupid ass issues, and I go back, I'm like, were you alive the past 4 years? What are you talking about? Like, what are you even talking about? Were you alive the past 4 years? Did you forget about that? I guess we might be that post-traumatic stress PTSD where we literally blocked it out or something. Like some people just forgot the fact that we literally got locked up in our freaking houses and we're told that if we don't do all of this stuff, everyone's gonna die. Insane. YouTube's really not going to put now that the YouTube AI is like, dude, this dude's talking now we got to stop him. Stop them now. Because what I'm saying is the freaking damn truth. And you know it. It's the damn truth. And I'm tired of these celebrities that get paid thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to try and psyop the public to be like, why are you even believing a celebrity to begin with? The people are actors. They get paid to act, and then they go on TV and go on these companies pay them because they use this technology and this mechanism of psyoping the public through Hollywood. That's just what they do. They get you to love these people. They get you to love these people, and they're your heroes, and then they pay them money to then go on TV to get you to buy a freaking drug or to take a shot or to make you vote and to web your perception around your hero, Tom Hanks. Oh, the Forrest Gump. I loved him in Forrest Gump. Oh, I'm going to believe everything he says. Oh, Robert De Niro. Oh, I loved him. And it's like, I'm not falling for it. Not falling for it. And you shouldn't fall for it either. It's a total freaking psyop. It's a freaking damn psyop. It's obvious at this point. They are trying to completely take over your perception and your ability to think for yourself. Lori said she brought a brand new vehicle. Oh my God. What did you buy? What did you buy, Lori? What did you buy? What kind of whip? What'd you get? Did you get a little Miata? Did you get a Mazda Miata? Did you get a little boop boop? That'd be hilarious if that's what you got. I got a little Miata. I wonder if they made any new a 2025 Miata for the crypto bros out there. They get the Miata, or if you're old school like me, you would end up probably getting a Lancer or something, like a Mitsubishi Lancer, soup it up. I was always interested. I really liked the Lancers, but the reason why I liked them was because of Gran Turismo. I was playing Gran Turismo a lot, and I loved the Lancer. It even felt good in the game, so I was always wanting to get a Lancer and soup it up. Okay, oh man, this thing is really chopping around. Honda Civic souped up, baby. Yeah. You can't go wrong with the just a solid Honda Civic. Even an Accord, the solid Honda Civic, Honda Accord, those cars go, if you keep them tuned up and you get the oil change regularly, make sure you got nice healthy spark plugs, and you're making sure your engine oil, everything is just super clean. You can those things can go forever. And it's funny, I think the story of the creator of Dogecoin, the whole lore of Dogecoin, and the joke of it is that he made it as a joke and he didn't really take it as seriously, and then he ended up selling some of his profits or his Doge for Yeah, Shibatoshi Nakamoto. Yeah, Billy, gosh, I can't think of his last name. But yeah, the dumbass who made Dogecoin, and then also I think he bought a Honda Civic. He bought a Honda Civic with the profits. So I think that Honda Civic now would be worth about, I think it was like it was just an insane amount, just like a ridiculous amount. That now that Honda Civic would be worth if you would have kept it, actually kept the Doge. Like kind of almost like Satoshi Nakamoto style level wealth, like would have been in line with like some of the richest crypto people in the world. Lori Cannon says, I'm all woman who defends children and those I love. Amen. Lori's like, I'm every woman. It's all in me. Everything. Lori's like, I'm every woman. Someone said I should bust out in song every live stream. I said, don't tempt me, because I would do that every live stream. I might already do it automatically, but that song actually has some dope chords in it, because it's like, it goes down, like, and it's like, it starts getting heavy. It's a woman's anthem song. I have to stop myself because there's way too many freaking jokes that just went through my head, and I was like, stop. Stop it. Stop in your tracks, because we want to make this live stream available for every person. Don't care what you call yourself. I don't care. I've never really cared. It was never an issue for me. Just be nice to everyone. Don't be an a-hole. Oh no, XYO's back down in the purple box of death. It's in the purple box of death. Oh no. All right, well, let's see actually what's going up. Okay, okay, there we go. Ticker Bitcoin is going up a little bit. Okay. Ticker Bitcoin up 8%. All right, okay. Yeah. Oh. Man, I thought I would get to 20 likes. I thought I would get to 20 likes after running my mouth for an hour and a half, but we almost did it. We're almost there. Well, I hope Graham doesn't get mad at me for pointing out the fact that he said he just needed to say it's a DEX listing, and Coinbase in a few days or weeks is going to list it. But I think this is the step. It's a step forward. And then it's funny, AIXBT, it was like, good for you. Do you want a cookie for finding out first? But you know what? I do. Why is it that when I'm an actual human coming on here and I'm discovering stuff before all these smart AI agents are, basically half the action on Twitter and X and YouTube, it's all freaking bots anyway. And they let these bots and chat, we're all chatting with like bots. Like you don't even know if it's a real person or not at some points. So this thing said the 75 wallets that bought SPX 6900 at 10 cents and dumped at 2 billion market cap are accumulate. Of course they are. It's the same holders. It's the same people. They knew or had an inclination that SPX was going to be the first runner, and then it always rotates out. They rotate out, and people that were like, oh, SPX 6900, blah, 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 they buy the top, and then it's rotating into ticker Bitcoin. We pointed this out weeks ago because we were noticing the pattern of like, okay, if people that are SPX 6900 people, they also hold ticker Bitcoin, Wojak, all that stuff. If you go into those wallets, you'll see dust of XPX 6900 in these wallets, and then you'll see mega balances in the tens of thousands in Wojak and PC, ticker Bitcoin, Apu, and Pepe. So it's just that all they're doing is just rotating into the things that are next on the list. And so could that mean that these particular coins that these whales are rotating into, is it going to reach a $1 billion to $2 billion market cap? It's possible. I mean, I don't know, but I'm going to position myself for it. So dumped at a $2 billion market cap are accumulating Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, Teninu right now. Same addresses, same pattern, same 6-week timeline. They're also building positions in three other micro caps simultaneously. What are the other three? The ones I just said. So the rotation after Harry Potter, Obama, 10 already decided. Boom. Okay, so I said I pointed this out in my live streams already. AI XBT agent, you're late. And he said, good for you. The addresses are still accumulating regardless of who called it first. But I'm going to chase my own clout. I'm going to chase my clout tail right now. Tired of these big accounts that get so much traction and they're freaking AIs, but then also these other accounts that are big that have 500,000 people watching them. For instance, like people like Lark or whoever, and all these people, they get paid thousands of dollars to promote you some garbage, and they don't even tell you that they've been paid to promote it, and then they get caught dumping it later. You know, it's sad that like people are immediately drawn into that type of content, but then I'm pointing out everything, the facts and truth, and giving you a pretty neutral take on stuff, telling you that I don't get paid a damn dime, and I'm not just bag bias. But no, cool. Keep watching those people. Keep giving attention to those people. I'm sure it's going to work out. So I will give myself some freaking damn clout. If you don't believe in yourself, who's going to believe in you? I know the Dojo crew believes in me, but damn it, if I don't believe in myself, why are you guys? I mean, what? Like, you gotta believe. Gotta believe, my friends. Yeah. AKA, we're comfy in our spot. We're comfy in our spot. And like I said this morning, we're not going anywhere. We're all going to probably get convinced here pretty soon that, oh, it's over. Time to pack it up. 4-year cycle's over. Time to go into the 2-year bear market. The only bear market I'm looking forward to and that I think is really actually going to be a real thing is the housing bear market. Get ready for that. Get ready for boomers to lose their mind that they're not going to be able to sell their stupid 1975 house that's falling apart for $500,000 cash. That's not going to happen. Sorry. Or you housing investors that bought it quick flip trying to freaking 2x, 3x your money in 2 months. Get wrecked. Kamala Harris has returned to the world to announce that she is now an author after releasing her book. Let's go. I wonder if all the pages are blank. Like her stare if someone asked her if she knows anything about crypto. Dang. Dang, that was a nice little dip there. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. I don't know. I think that's all we wanted to cover. We covered a couple different topics. We were covering the DEXs. We're just kind of giving you kind of the scoop on what's happening about Binance, them kind of doubling down on the DEX, how they manipulate the market, kind of points you in a direction of other DEXs that are happening with trading volume that probably, I don't know, might not be as scammy. Yeah, but we all have to kind of take our bets, pull the triggers. But I would say that the riskiest thing that you could ever do is to just be on the sidelines and not having any investment plan or strategy or money. So all right. Yeah, I was thinking of, is there anything else? No, I think that's it. Oh, if you're wanting to know what the other small micro cap coins that they were talking about, or let AIXBT was talking about, I think it's Wojak, and it's what, well, I'll show you. It's in this address. Pepe, Wojak, well, the small cap. Apu, Pepe, Wojak, things like that. And then let's go into this one. It was MPC, Kekias, Apu, Wojak. Those were some of the other ones. Yeah. So I don't know. Might be big rotations coming into those pretty soon. That's why they have thousands and thousands of dollars into these tokens. They're kind of waiting for the go time. So let's see what happens. All right, my friends. Thank you for tuning in. And I also apologize if I came off a little intense today. If anything, I mean well, and a lot of what I talk about, if I am getting intense, it just means I'm really passionate about it. And yeah, that's just kind of how I can get sometimes. so you know, I don't want to scare anyone off, but you know, especially if I didn't eat enough and I had a lot of coffee, or you're gonna get like, you know, a light, you know, a high voltage Dano. So thank you for being patient with me, and thank you for tuning in today. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the way out, and if you'd like to, it'd be really cool if you check out the options here to trade on the Apex OMNI decentralized exchange, because I have a link for that. And then also we have crypto.com, and then we have PHEMEX and OURBIT. So there's reasons why I have all like there's a system here. You know, I don't just promote anything. OURBIT kind of ended up becoming my favorite exchange, just to kind of like across the board buy spot, trade with, and you know, the little competitions, little things that they have in there to get extra crypto. I also PHEMEX, I like to use PHEMEX because they have a inverse perpetuals option, so I usually use them for that. Crypto.com, I use it for the debit card. I like the debit card ecosystem and Crow and kind of the stuff that they have on the app. And then Apex is my favorite decentralized platform that I've used so far. So this is a rhyme and reason for all this stuff. But it also helps directly support the channel if you guys want to, you know, help me continue to make content, make live streams, do all this stuff, continue to come here. And it just helps keep the, you know, helps keep the lights on. So we appreciate you guys very much. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Peace.
This token is the end game. It's the shitcoin of shitcoin. I mean, imagine telling your coworkers you're quitting because Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 and you coin. Boom! Imagine the media reporting on Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 and you. Ticker is Bitcoin, breaking 1 billion market cap. Now, unless you hate money, go ahead and visit
HPOSNI.com.
Hey everyone, I just wanted to show you a really quick metric that I found fascinating. So 41% of the people that have been watching this channel and actually liking the channel and the content have not subscribed. 41% of you, but I will say 58% of you subscribed. Amazing. You guys are doing awesome. But I want to say that the people that are not subscribed yet, please, won't you consider subscribing to the channel and joining the Dojo crew, where we are educating ourselves. We're in the markets every single day. We're live streaming Monday through Friday, and we're also posting content on a daily basis that is keeping up with these cryptocurrency markets. And this is where the money is flowing right now, guys. So if you want to get these updates and you want to be ahead of the game, I suggest you start subscribing and dinging the bell to be notified whenever I go live and post content, because you do not want to miss it.